born, they looked at me and said, what a good boy, what a smart boy, what a strong boy. When you were born.
Welcome to week 7 of the Chase Report.
Episode 7, and we got a lot of stuff, a lot of good pictures. Oh, Bird's checking in.
Chase is here.
He's with us. We'll see if he stays quiet. So, Joe, highs and lows for you.
Okay, so my high this week is every day when Reed was at work, I did something. Went out, and Chase seemed to, by Friday, sort of turn a corner of just being able to sit and look and not cry and enjoy just looking around and discovering stuff around him. So that was really nice. Friday we're at a friend's house, and he was great. He didn't cry very much at all. He nursed a lot, but he didn't cry very much at all. So that was really nice. So that's my high.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
What about low?
Oh, low. Monday, even though we went out, we had sort of a meltdown. Well, I don't know if it was a meltdown, but I took him in Target, and it was hard because he was crying, and I had the stroller, and I had to get a box of diapers, and I couldn't carry everything. It was. And then they got messed up at the checkout with the boppy pillow, and they didn't know how much it was, so it was like, come on, people, hurry up. But we did it alone, and we tried it, and although he wasn't perfect, we did it. So actually, I'm hoping we can get our carrier working well, so I can go into a store with him in a carrier and be able to push a cart. So if anybody has any suggestions on that.
Ooh, he has a suggestion. What? What's the matter?
All right. So those are my highs and lows.
Oh.
We'll see if we can keep going here.
Well,
Do you want me to try a pacifier finger?
Let's see what we do here. So my high is that he is turning into a baby, not so much a newborn anymore. And I really noticed, I got thinking about it when we visited Katie and Jean and his cousin Estelle, who's less than a year older. Boy, does she look a lot older than him.
Yeah, she's a baby.
Yeah, and it made me think about how much he has grown and how he's starting to look like a baby. Right?
Even though you can't see him.
Even though
You'll
you
see
can't
him in pictures.
He looks like this. Right now. My low is that, which ties to my whole downsizing challenge, which if you don't know about downsizing, you should go to my other blog.
Check out Reed is Downsizing at blogspot.com.
We'll put it up.
Okay.
But now I understand about kids and stuff. Like, he doesn't have a room yet, so we've got his stuff kind of piled everywhere. And we're trying to, the house is on the market for sale, so now we've got kind of piles of baby things.
That's not good when you're trying to sell a house.
We've got our stuff really under control, but this guy, he's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. So, but we're getting that under control.
He's self-soothing right now.
He's got his thumb in his mouth. All right, how about stats, Joe?
Stats, well, we had the nurse visit this week, and Chase weighed in at 12 pounds, 14 ounces, which is pretty darn good for a 7-week-old baby.
Yeah.
So it just shows you how much he eats.
He eats a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Now, our top story of the week, this week, is that it has been a really active week for Joanna and Chase. A little bit for me. Lots of stuff going on. Joanna, you want to go through the week breakdown, starting with Sunday and what we did each
Sunday
day?
we went to Winthrop, like Reed said, to visit Reed's family. Saw Estelle, James, Katie, Jean, Nana, and Papa.
Went for a nice walk.
Went for a nice walk, caught up with people. That was great. Monday, like I said, we went to Target, which was kind of a disaster. But it was okay. And Tuesday, I went to the breastfeeding support group, and then I went to the doctor, which was a little stressful to bring Chase, but he actually was very well behaved during the doctor's appointment. Wednesday, I went over to a coworker and friend's house named Paige and her son Cull.
That was kind of the first friend play date.
Yeah, well, even though they didn't play, it was more about me visiting with Paige and us talking about work and what's going on there, and catching up. And then Thursday, there's a place in Portland called Birth Roots, which is amazing. I hadn't been there yet, but it's a place for moms and babies or parents and babies to go and kind of hang out. And it's just sort of open to the public, nonprofit place. It's really nice and clean and stuff. And they have a thing called Social Butterflies every day from 12 to 2. So you can just go in there with your baby and nurse them and hang out with other moms. And so we went there, and that was really nice. I had actually planned to meet a woman who I'm becoming friends with through breastfeeding group there. And then Friday we went over to Reed's coworker and friend's house. His wife Naomi and I hung out, and that was really nice. Got to see her baby, who was born 1 year to the day before Chase.
Same birth date and what, like an hour difference?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. 4
Yeah.
minutes difference. Pretty cool.
So it was
Maddie
to see Maddie and Chase, and there'll be some pictures of Maddie and Chase at the end of the Chase report. And get to talk to Naomi about milestones and when to expect stuff for Chase, since her daughter and Chase were born the same day. Like
Yeah.
when Chase might
We have the
eat
1
solid
year
food
insight.
and-
It's
yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Although he's going to be bigger than her in about a month. I
Yeah,
think.
maybe a couple of weeks. She's a cute little baby. Wow, little girl. She's a very little girly girl. And then on the way home, we stopped at Reed's school because it was on the way, and brought Chase in, and he got to see some of Reed's coworkers, which was nice for Reed.
Yeah, teachers were really excited to see him. And it was just the last 15 minutes of the day we took him around to see a few people. Didn't want to interrupt any classes. But people were psyched. They were psyched to see you. Don't cry.
Oh boy.
Woohoo!
And then we went grocery shopping after that because our house was being shown and we had to vacate.
But he was great in the stroller.
He was. Reed took him in the stroller while I grocery shopped, and
As long as you keep moving, he's fine.
he was good. And today we're going to Freeport.
Yeah, after this, which will probably be in next week's.
Right. So we won't
All
tell
right.
you too much.
So
about
a
that
super active week. Good job, Mom.
now. Thanks.
My other high that I didn't say was that Joanna is an amazing mom.
Oh,
And it's making me feel great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
He
nice.
does super. Okay, this week's Which is Bigger, we're using as an opportunity to show off one of the coolest things that Chase has gotten as a gift. Now, my Uncle Bobby is quite an artisan, and he has
And
does
an outdoorsman.
and an outdoorsman, and he makes pack baskets. And actually, when Joy and I first got married, I commissioned him to make a pack basket
Hamper. Which is spectacular.
which he did make and then never charged us for, so he gave it to us as a wedding gift, which I always felt a little guilty for. Don't cry. So we got in the mail, right after Chase came home, his own personal pack basket for his ice fishing adventures. So we wanted to find out, it seems a little big for him to wear right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was looking at it, and it seemed like about the same size as him. So we thought, which is bigger, Chase or the pack basket? So here's the pack basket.
Isn't it beautiful?
There we go. There's the
So
little...
for those of you from other places who don't know about pack baskets, you wear it on your back like a backpack.
And all your ice fishing gear goes in there. Or other stuff.
And for Chase for his toys.
A
We're gonna
toy
use it
basket.
to store his toys.
In the short run. That is ice fishing equipment.
And then he will be going ice fishing.
So
With that,
anyway...
not with me.
Ooh!
So which is bigger, Chase or
The pack
the
basket.
pack basket?
You can start filming. Okay, let's see. Ooh! Hold on. Look at this stand.
Good boy.
So Chase is taller than the pack basket, but he can fit inside and cry.
So, this might be a good time to sign off.
Signing off for week 7 of the Chase Report. See you next week.
Thank you.